Hi, I'm Indiana Montes. I'm on the road again, and this time I'm going to Todd. And I'm going to meet my friend and colleague Janett Castillo, who is managing a community garden there.
Welcome to Blackburn Community Outreach. We're a small nonprofit organization that is faith-based, and the work we're doing here relates to food and faith. We have in front of the chapel our edible landscaping, all the blueberry bushes that provide blueberries, and you have many different varieties that do very well here in the high country. They love it here. So you don't have to have a lot of farmland or anything too fancy to grow food. We also have our herb spiral here. We grow all sorts of herbs. Some are perennial, some come back every year, like the sage. It smells great. And anyone can come by and take some to cook with or to make teas with. This dill we use to make pickles. The cucumbers were grown in the gardens, and the dill also, and the garlic as well. And that's those were the three main ingredients for pickles. So that was a lot of fun for us to try this year. My name is Janett Castillo, and I am garden coordinator here at Blackburn Community Outreach. I graduated from Appalachian State University last year, 2018. I studied sustainable development, and my concentration was agroecology and sustainable agriculture. And so being garden coordinator here is the perfect job for me. It's my dream job. I get to grow food and teach people how to grow food, and it's a lot of fun because we have a lot of freedom here. We get to use chapel property to grow food and teach people that we can do things with land other than farmland, and it doesn't have to be anything too fancy or to be flat. We can do things with mountain land. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay.
Nice store, this is great.
Oh yeah.
I can see that this is like a unique place.
The Todd Mercantile started in 1914. My grandfather, John, established it. And at that time, there was a feed store, a general store, and living quarters upstairs. So my father was born here in 1922 in the building upstairs. And most of his 9 brothers and sisters were born here also. They lived here until they had to close because of the Depression in 1929. But by then they had more property across the creek, and that's where they had a house. And so they lived there. He shut the store down like everybody else in the Depression. He went broke. So.
I bet you enjoy it.
It has its moments. It's nice to know that this is kind of my ancestry. That my father actually roamed in this building, that my grandfather and grandmother worked in this building, and now I'm working in this building. So that is pretty cool. It was nothing fancy like this. It was just a general store. These are Todd flappers I'm making. This one is black olive and mozzarella cheese. I'll make pesto and Asiago sauce. Let's see what else. We only have hot tea, but we don't have soup, sorry.
In the past few days, the frost finally killed them, so they were hanging on. They did good. This is another variety of kale that we're growing that also does well through the winter. You can see that it has some holes in it from the cabbage moths, and that's a good sign that we didn't use any pesticides. So you can see that sometimes you have to deal with a few holes in your kale to know that it's some good food. You didn't kill anything trying to grow it, and you're not going to hurt yourself by eating it because it doesn't have any chemicals on it. So we grew many different varieties of vegetables here this spring and this summer, and now we have a few things still growing. We have a lot of cover crop that's going to stay until early next spring and into the summer. The cover crop will keep the soil covered and give us nutrition for the next season. So this is one of our garlic beds. We planted garlic in here last week. So we covered it with some hay so that it'll stay safe through the winter, and in the springtime the garlic's going to start growing, so that'll be the first thing to see in the springtime, so we're excited for that. Blackburn Community Outreach is doing great things relating to food and faith, and we're practicing permaculture and agroecology here on church property so that we're not harming the soil. We're providing for other creatures such as birds and bees. And we're doing so in a way that we can be proud of. This is the Todd General Store. Recently reopened. Yeah, wow. I haven't been in here since summertime.
Looks great. So now you have another cozy place.
That, so when you get time, well, yeah, I don't plan to close, but I used to think that if I've been able to be fully operational, like kitchen-wise, but now that I don't well, you know, like it's not too tough in a way, because it'll kind of insert right now that I don't
Francisco, mira nada más. Oh my goodness. ¿Te gusta el tail? A ver.
So is Francisco bilingual?
I think so. I hope so. See? Are you bilingual?
So you have plenty of crops?
Yeah, and a lot of the weeds we like to leave for the birds to eat seeds from in the wintertime. So in the springtime we do a big cleanup and it'll look very different. Sometimes people come in and they see all the weeds and it might look bad to them, but I see it and I see food for the animals. So.
Me vas a tener que regalar un poquito de ese kale.